Well, greetings and salutations, one and all, and happy prom season, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Super Review Show's Mixed Bag, coming to you live once again from the J Cave and many other caves as well. I am joined, as always, by my wonderful friends and co-hosts, Bill Murphy. What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
And
JT, Sting
Yes,
was
Bill.
in the police.
Sting was in the police, everyone. Just want to give you guys a heads up. Sting was in the police. He was not a solo act. Every Breath You Take was written by the police. We are also joined by Justin and Allie, of course. What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Glad to have you back, both of you. Glad to have both of you guys. I can't talk. I'm glad to have both of you guys back once again. So as you may or may not realize, prom season is among us for all the high schoolers. I have my sister's in high school. She's graduating this year. We've all had siblings that have gone through high school. We've all gone through high school together, and we are going to be talking about our favorite prom season for music, movies, and television. Our favorite moments, our favorite stories that we personally experienced from when we were in high school as well.
How are we going to tie into movies and television in this? This is weird.
Allie and I were talking about the beforehand, and we have some. There was
It's
some,
more of like one of those like dance episodes where they have the formal dances.
Well, I wish someone would have told me that.
like it's we like we'll get into it, but like stuff like the SpongeBob episode where he goes to prom, things like that. We're gonna talk about that. But happy prom season, everyone, for all of you out there who are listening, who have a younger demographic with us. Allie, why don't you start things off tonight for us? Why don't you kick off the show with your list, your first prom themed. Let's start with music, shall we? What do you got?
Oh my gosh, what do we have? Wait, where did Bill go?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's okay. He'll come back when he's ready.
All right, so let's talk about prom music. There's so many prom music throughout the decades and all that. So I'm going to give you some recommended songs to play at your prom.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, the first reason I told everybody to do a prom thing was because of yesterday. There was a song called the Rockefeller Skank.
The Rocka.
Never heard of it, so I'll look it up. It is so catchy. Rockefeller Skank.
Oh, whoops.
SKA.
Sorry, everyone. Okay, gotcha. Go on.
It is such a catchy song, and I heard this for Dancing with the Stars prom night, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really good. Like, I had to go run and get something from one of my clients before work, but I heard this, and this was the reason why we're doing the prom night tonight.
Yep.
I will tell you right now, go listen to it. It's just catchy. You have a little bit of a slow pace, fast pace, all paces. All right. Next up. Oh, this is gonna be tough for me, to be honest.
Talk to me.
Okay. So, other prom songs. You know, you have to put in all your line dancing songs here, right, JT?
Oh yeah, cha-cha slide, baby, right?
Yep. Got your cha-cha slide. You got your Cupid shuffles. You got your Cotton Eye Joes.
Oh
Everything.
yeah. So some of the greatest dance songs are played at prom.
Yes.
So
Pretty much anything you see as a dance song, it's not from TikTok, people.
oh yeah. Question. Hopefully there's an answer to this. Gangnam Style and the Whip and Nene, are we still talking about that or no?
Kind of in the past, but definitely when it was part of prom, it's definitely been a part of it. Actually, a fun fact, Silento doing the Whip Nene was during like a pep rally prom thing. But the Harlem Shake, though,
Oh, that was a big one.
I still think it's big.
I mean, not many people talk about it as much, but it is still pretty much like, this was such a crazy time period where do the Harlem Shake, do.
Yep.
Crazy time.
Everybody was doing it.
Yeah.
What else do we need to talk about with prom? I'm not going to talk about slow dancing because I'm not a big slow dancer.
I could touch on that if you want.
All right. Passing
So-
it on.
All right, so I'll just chime in. We'll share this one. So, I mean, as most of you or any of you who have gone through high school know that when you go to prom, there is a slow dance part of it. I remember for both back-to-back years, my junior and senior year of high school, "Thinking Out Loud" by Ed Sheeran. If I could type it for my life. "Thinking Out Loud" by Ed Sheeran was that song that was played this is before Perfect came out, right? This is before Perfect came out. Ed Sheeran, you're talking about Ed Sheeran and "Thinking Out Loud." That was the prom song that I danced to when I was at prom for both years. I'm surprised they chose it for both. There was two different DJs, but they both chose that one as their, I was hoping that they'd go for like a older prom song, like an older, like slow dance song. That's me personally. I mean, but then again, no one in our generation, like I know, like I would know it, Allie would know it, Justin would know it, Bill would know it, but it's just our older tastes don't really align with a lot of the people nowadays. And it's kind of a sad thing because when you think about it, I mean, "Thinking Out Loud" is a great song to dance to. Yes, at prom, I would make the argument, and so is "Perfect." Hold on a second, "Perfect" by Ed Sheeran, which is a great song too. Ed Sheeran's "Perfect." Anyone? Come on. That song is perfect, for lack of a better word, if you think about it, right?
Right. I mean, anything Ed Sheeran, really. Now you also have "Eyes Closed." That could be another good prom for this generation for
Are
2020.
we talking about slow dancing or?
Yeah,
we're-
we're slow
we're-
dancing,
We're
Bill.
talking about the slow dance, Bill. We're talking about like
How
Oh.
Ed Sheeran songs can be slow dances.
a lot of Ed Sheeran song comes.
What about Photograph?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Ooh.
That's actually not a bad one. We could talk about that. A lot of his stuff is very slow, or like
There are some other things that are very poppy as well that could be danced to prom, like Bad Habits.
Yeah, that's a good one. I actually like that one a lot.
No, I really do like that song too.
When I see him next month in at the Meadowlands, we'll have to see how he does. How it comes off live too. And for those who don't know, I am seeing Ed Sheeran live on June 10th at MetLife Stadium.
I hate you.
Bill, I love you too.
Save me a ticket.
Yeah, so me. Oh wait, I'm going to be out of town that weekend.
Oh, okay. But if I had a ticket, Bill, I would take you. No worries.
Sounds good.
I-
Speaking of Ed Sheeran, what about the song "Shivers"?
Ooh.
Good pop song. Good pop song. Catchiness. Before we even start tonight, Allie and I were discussing this just for a minute there, but Pitbull, the guy's kind of old now to an extent. Like not the dog,
Not the Pitbull dogs.
not the
But
dog.
he's
Everyone,
still
not the
burning
dog.
out some good music. Literally, there's a song that he
He
recorded
gets
with Little
such a lot
John.
of hate.
There's no hate word. I've enjoyed Pitbull since he started.
I mean, I've enjoyed it. I think Bill and I we touched on him when we talked about our overrated artists. But I didn't think he was overrated. I said he was on my list, but I didn't put him down initially because I like a lot of his stuff. As the rock and metal in me is like, what? How could you say that? But I got him at Fireball. Timber with Kesha. The guy's really good.
Even Jennifer Lopez on the floor.
Oh yeah, good.
Another good
Oh, I
prom
remember that was at
song.
my junior prom.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, that song was at my junior prom.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Actually, I now just realized what was at my junior prom.
What was it?
A mixture of Anaconda by Nicki Minaj and Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
So Baby Got Back and
Anaconda.
you
You had your mashup together.
We're
Because
not
Nicki
gonna-
Minaj took stuff from Sir Mix-a-Lot, and then all of a sudden we just started listening. We just started dancing to Baby Got Back.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the beauty of the DJ. The DJs typically make a lot of the DJs typically have they flow the songs really well. You know what I mean?
Oh
they
yeah.
they do a really good job with that. It's like it's really cool. I mean, like DJs have the ability to play music, but make it like go, like flow with each other. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool.
Right.
I like
Surprised,
that.
I think, I don't know if this was Prom or this was someone's Sweet 16. I'm gonna hate to say this. They put the cha-cha slide with blurred lines together.
Oh, I can see that. I can actually see that.
You can.
Yes.
Yeah. So, baby got back.
You can see the transition.
Yes, it's a nice transition.
The sample or whatever as well. You know, the sample from probably from Baby Got Back into Anaconda. You know,
Actually, it was Anaconda into Baby Got Back, but
yeah, a lot of party songs. Truthfully, a lot of like upbeat.
Usually it's the other
Yes.
way around.
What's that, Justin?
Says usually the other way around. It's usually Baby Got Back to Anaconda.
Oh, right. Yep. I gotta remember that.
I think mine was the opposite.
That's weird. That's cool though. At the same time, like, Justin, did you have any songs that you remember at your prom?
Oh, geez. Well, Bill was at it, so he would remember. I remember Willow Smith's Whip My Hair.
Oh, Willow Smith.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we were back in the age of Willow Smith and Black Eyed Peas.
Oh yeah, the Black Eyed Peas. We'll get to them in a second. But
Yes.
a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah. You whip your hair back and forth.
Oh, but to God, no.
Oh God.
But you forgot to watch us whipping Nene.
That was a really,
they
really,
came out.
really.
And that wasn't out yet. No.
Was it
It wasn't out
2014?
at my time, but it was out my senior year, but I didn't go to prom.
Ah,
I can't.
You know
believe
what
this-
song was at are we talking junior, senior prom, or either?
Doesn't matter. Prom in general.
And anyway, no, because you remember what song I remember our senior year, Justin, you probably remember this. And this song was everywhere.
Teach Me How to Dougie.
No, senior prom.
But that's another good one too. They played at our prom.
Would you teach me how to Dougie? Would you teach me how to Dougie? Everybody Dougie, everybody Dougie.
So what was it, Bill?
The song that made Ivy League baseball players dance. Call Me Maybe.
Really?
Yes. And before I continue, I want to just give a shout out to Mike from Backtrack Vocals, because on our podcast, he said that's his guilty pleasure song. So, Mike, that's for you.
Wow.
That's for you, Mike.
That's for you, Mike, but that's for you, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah. Go back and watch that interview from a couple weeks ago. We made a joke about I asked what's your guilty pleasure song, and he said Call Me Maybe. So anyway, that's for you, Mike. But anyway, no, this song, my senior year of high school, was freaking everywhere. You could not escape it, even if you tried.
You
It's
really
funny,
couldn't.
I really mostly remember it from my freshman year of college.
You couldn't escape it even if you tried. And Justin, trust me, we tried.
Mm.
Did we try?
Now it might have came out after we went to prom, but was Gundam Style popular at prom?
No, I don't remember actually.
I don't remember.
Like,
Not
it
on my
definitely
prom.
not ours because it wasn't even out yet, but like I can just imagine like people trying to do the Gundam Style dance at prom. Just like
Let's see when it came out.
I think it was 2015.
Gangnam Style came out the month after we graduated high school. So,
wow.
And
I guarantee you, if it wasn't out, Justin, they probably would be doing it.
Thus began America's fascination with K-pop.
Which I will be honest, K-pop deserves to be in every prom. BTS in precise.
Sidewalks so that BTS could run.
Like, I would be honest, I wish BTS songs were in my generation, but they weren't. Especially the song Butter. It's catchy. Which, speaking of, please watch a Samsung commercial with that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what the big song that my sideways that fat boy guy. You know what the big hit at my prom? Turn down for bam 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 bam. Turn down for bam 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 bam. Out of shots. Hey guys, remember me?
I'm out of here.
What's big sideways that fat boy guy? He came back, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did, Bill.
What part of stay 1,000 feet away from me at all times do you not understand? I got a restraining order against him, and then he violated it. So,
Oh, there she is.
Is he gone?
He's gone.
Oh man.
Yeah, but he unfortunately violated my restraining order.
Here's your answer. Get a boomerang.
Yeah, he'll follow it out.
Boomerang always comes back.
He's like a boomerang. He always comes back.
Yeah, maybe not a boomerang. You need a nice steel chair.
Okay, for those of you who are new to this,
We the Best Podcast, number 1.
yes, we the best podcast, and 2, that was my what do we call him?
Idiot.
My useful idiot, sideways hat, frat boy guy. Yeah, he makes an appearance every
Year.
So Zac Efron from Neighbors.
every couple months.
Mm.
So
Let's get back to prom.
yeah, let's get back to that before he comes back.
I will be honest, there's another artist that deserves to be on every prom. Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, what
she
song?
has every genre for prom. You have pop, you have your little slow dances with A Million Reasons.
What about Let's Dance?
Oh, Let's Dance is amazing. Telephone, Bad Romance. Is there some of her newer stuff too?
Bad
Bloody
Rom-
Mary, I got a weird feeling it's gonna be now on everybody's prom list because of that TikTok dance with Wednesday.
The Edge of freaking Glory, anyone?
Oh yes.
And that saxophone was
Yes, of course, Bill.
Mhm.
Clarence Clemens. I think that was his last appearance, I think.
The music video came out and then he died.
Oh wow.
Rest in peace, Clarence.
Yeah, we missed you.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Rest in peace, big man.
yeah, but anyways, Lady Gaga, truly a pop sensation, and also her new stuff to her Chromatica album.
I don't know.
It just came out.
I know during the COVID-19 pandemic, her song with Ariana Grande called Rain on Me.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah,
Yes, was so popular during COVID prom.
during COVID prom, when we couldn't have prom, unfortunately. No, that song is "Rain on Me" is really good. That's really good pop music.
Rain on me.
Rain.
Oh, wrong one.
Speaking of Beyonce, JT.
Yes,
Oh,
for those who
Talk
don't
about
know,
her too.
I'm beyond Sting tonight, but yes, let's talk about Beyonce.
And remember, Sting was in the police.
Sting was in the police.
Even her music has pretty much been a part of every era of prom, starting
Really
in the
has.
late 90s, early 2000s.
It honestly has.
From her Destiny Child with Survivor, Bootylicious, to her solos with Jay-Z, Crazy in Love, even her slow songs, Halo.
Crazy in Love is like it just bops.
Oh yeah. Even like her newest stuff from her Renaissance album, Break My Soul, Confident,
Yeah, it was like I didn't listen to the album, but I do know that she's on tour now, if I'm not mistaken. So
Mhm.
I'll tell you truthfully what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Jay-Z to tour by him. I'm waiting for him to tour, truthfully.
I don't think he's ever gonna tour because Beyonce is so much popular than him.
Yeah, well, that's
I'm surprised he didn't make an appearance at the Super Bowl halftime because he was at the game. I thought he was going to come up with
He produces it.
I thought he was going to make an appearance with Rihanna when they were doing Run This Town.
I was about to say, yeah.
But
I thought they would too.
Speaking of Rihanna, let's also talk about her music too.
It's still on the radio, and yet it's like over 10 years old, and it's still popular.
Yes, and it's still played in prom. Only girl in the world.
Yeah, S&M.
Diamonds. Her pregnant Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh yeah, so we can't forget about that. That's like, I mean, that was
like, you know, this is probably like there's going to be generations of people listening to these artists.
yeah.
What about the most underrated prom songs?
I got a few. So, are we talking dance songs or slow songs or both?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, because let me just tell you a quick backstory really quick. Going into my senior prom, which was in 2016, hard to believe, everyone. Yes, I know. Because it was yesterday. While we were eating dinner, while we were having our food and stuff like that, the DJ, because I don't know if I told you guys this, I was on the prom committee.
really,
Oh wow.
I was the only guy on the prom committee. I left them a ton of songs. I said, if you could just play any of these, just that'd be great. And because of me, I got "Don't Stop Believing" in Bohemian Rhapsody in our and "Shout" by the Isley Brothers in our prom. Yes, because how could you not do anything like that? Let's be real. So, but the first song, but while we were eating dinner, though, I remember we played "Bohemian Rhapsody" by Queen. The song, but we played it as we were eating dinner. This is a true story, ladies and gentlemen. So buckle up, fasten your seatbelts, and get ready to hoe down for a second. I was playing this song, and I was not playing this song. Excuse me. I was, what do you call it? I was eating dinner, and a friend of mine started to dance to this song. Okay. I was dancing to this song, and it was just me and a friend of mine that I still keep in touch with a little bit. We were just chit chatting and whatnot. We weren't chit-chatting. He started dancing, and I started dancing too. And like I knew every motion, I knew every note, and basically the one thing that to this day bothers the living hell out of me every time I hear Bohemian Rhapsody was that I kid you not, the DJ stopped the song when other people started to join on the dance floor. The moment Brian May's guitar solo kicked in.
one of the best guitar solos of all time.
Oh yeah.
And he legitimately, the DJ stopped because it was like, oh, there's other people. There's other kids coming to the floor. I got to play K-pop, whatever, right? I got to play like, generic dance songs, whatever. You don't do that to Bohemian Rhapsody. You don't
Oh my
do
goodness.
that. But I kicked off prom 2016 for that for me. It was great.
You the man, JT. You the man.
That's why they call me the J-Man.
I'm glad we got to hear your prom story.
And I want to say too, I got the prom king and queen to dance to "Don't Stop Believing," and ironically enough, the two of them were the couple. They were it was I'm not gonna name names, but it was this one girl.
Were they Brenda and Eddie?
They were not Brenda and Eddie. You're
Brenda
right, though.
and Eddie, going steady in the going king and the queen of the prom.
Yeah, exactly. For those of you get that reference, good for you. No.
If you don't, you need to get better taste in music.
Yeah, if you don't, seriously, if you don't get that reference, then what the hell are you thinking? No,
Sorry,
but
I don't get the reference.
Billy Joel scenes from the Italian restaurant. Check it out. The
Oh.
lyrics,
Oh
the-
my god, it's that. Sorry, I
it's
should've known.
it's that alley. But I got the prom king and queen to dance to "Don't Stop Believing."
Okay, you
I
know
felt
what? I'm gonna
pretty-
be honest. It's not really an easy song to dance to.
No, it's not. And then everyone else, because the song builds up, and they started dancing to that too, which was and then they went into whatever they played after that. So no, and then I think the winner was like the "Walk the Moon,"
Oh,
sure,
shut up and
dance.
dance.
"Shut Up and Dance with Me," whatever it was.
Mhm.
I remember that. That was one of the last songs they played that night. So
I mean, if you're up in my area, you definitely got a lot of Latino music.
well, there you
You
go.
got
I
some
remember-
Gasolinas, you got some Shakiras.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
got other artists I don't know.
Because Justin, there was that song, the dun 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 dun
That's
dun
Gasolina.
dun.
Oh yeah, Gasolina.
That was definitely playing in our prom. And Daddy Yankee music.
Daddy Yankee.
And then Danza Kuduro, who can forget that song?
Oh yeah.
I think they played a lot of. I hate this guy to death, but Drake.
Oh God.
Actually, I don't think they did play. Oh no, I don't think they did play Drake in our prom. Definitely
I
my
don't-
little sister's prom though. In
I don't know
2008.
why. Just the look of him irritates me. He looks so cool, but he's like he looks like your average like I'm saying these words. He looks like a fuckboy. I'm sorry. I hate his guts. Like God's plan sounds like hell's plan to me. So
Kind of reminds me of Reggie John Page.
YOLO, YOLO. That's the motto. That's the motto. YOLO, YOLO.
yeah, remember that we
I'll be
talked about
honest,
him?
he'd be better off in Degrassi.
Ah,
Maybe he
Form in
secretly
Degrassi,
is.
why don't we?
Maybe he secretly was on Degrassi for all we know.
He was.
was.
Oh, then never mind. I take that back. Anyways, what other dance songs are out there
Okay.
from like the Pop 2K era? Bill, what do you got?
Oh, we got to go like 2000s era.
No, it
90s
doesn't.
music. There definitely was 90s music at my prom.
There was two. Yeah, I'm trying to think what it was.
Jumping around, we had. Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. I gotta. Okay, this is the most stereotypical prom song, but I don't give a shit.
What?
I Got a Feeling by Black Eyed Peas.
Any Black Eyed Peas.
Seriously, like Black Eyed Peas dominated our prom.
You remember that, Justin?
Yes, I do remember that.
You know, we gotta hear both your prom
I
stories.
remember is Time
now.
of Our Life.
Doom, 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 doom. I got a feeling.
Oh my goodness.
Usher. I hate him, but
JT's
Yeah.
favorite person on earth. Usher.
he reminds me of the Satan himself.
Because don't forget, who did he give us?
Usher gave us Justin Bieber. Everyone. Remind you of that. The man gave us that.
And Little John.
And Little John.
I have only one thing to say to that.
What?
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
I'll be honest, there's a song. I don't know if this played at our prom, but because our theme for my junior prom in 2014 was actually the Great Gatsby theme.
Ah.
So a little party never killed nobody would be a good idea for anybody who wants to do a Roaring 20s Great Gatsby prom.
Yeah, that actually was a good idea.
We were reading it in high school in our junior year, so we are like, let's just do a prom on it.
If you like it, then you should have put a
It has
prom
more
on
of
it.
a more of a neo classical feel to it. If you want like a real Roaring 20s vibe, go for the soundtrack of Babylon.
Do, 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 do.
See, Babylon was not in our era, but that's a really good era. And hold on, I'm gonna bring something from.
No.
I can't type it. It's okay.
Hey, Do you guys remember whilst we wait for Allie, do you remember what your prom theme was, JT? Justin and I know ours because we were there.
I was there too. I'm trying to think of what it was. It might have been like the theme.
Yeah, are we talking junior or senior? Should we say junior or senior?
I think it was blue for my senior. I don't know what the thing. It was like gold and blue. I don't know, something like that.
Might have been blue for us too.
No, you know what I actually remember what our senior year was.
What was it?
I think it was like Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh yeah.
Not a fan of it. Not a fan of it, Justin. I wasn't on the committee. I had nothing to do with it. So you can't blame me for this one, Justin.
You guys have Midsummer's Night's Dream?
Yeah, that was our senior prom theme.
This was on the chocolate bars.
Hershey's.
1920s Hershey.
Do.
That's awesome.
Do. Now I get the Babylon score stuck in my head. Thanks, Justin.
I mean, I was part of the prom committee too, so.
Nice.
And it was I think it was one of my ideas. But I think we all ended up agreeing it was a little bit pricier, but hey, it was a one of a kind experience.
Awesome.
Actually, do I dare tell you guys the story of my prom?
All right, let's hear it.
I almost didn't make it.
Wah, wah.
Literally the day of prom. Not only as a woman, getting your time in the month sucks.
Oh.
But I had 100-degree fever as soon as I got home to get ready for prom.
And you still went?
I still went.
I think you need to get a state named after you for that one, Justin.
My fever went down
just
enough for me to go. Like, I took my temperature. I was like, oh, shit. I might not make it to prom. I don't know why I had high fever. I don't think I was sick at all, but just a fever.
Right.
I also had to perform a solo for being a trombonist, but that's another story.
And you did all that while having a fever.
Yeah, I went to prom. I did get somebody sick, though. I'll be honest.
Nice.
Shame!
And still ended up on the court.
Oh my God.
Yes. That is a shame, Bill.
You got someone sick.
I mean, I just knew I was not wasting my $55 to not go to prom.
Priorities.
Yes. Because when will I ever go to my own prom again?
Yeah.
You want to know something? And here's something interesting. I originally intended not to go to junior prom because I was thinking, nah, it's junior prom. I'll go to senior prom because that's the You know what I mean, right, Justin?
Yeah.
Can't you tell, folks, that Justin and I went to high school together?
110%, bud.
Yeah, it's like, Justin, I think you know me better than I know myself sometimes, and that's very scary. Would you say that's a fair assessment?
Although I will say, I wish I was one of those guys in that picture.
For those,
Yes.
I just pulled up like a prom outfit and had the gentlemen were wearing superhero like costumes underneath their prom outfits, and the women were ripping their shirts off to show their logos, which is actually pretty funny. So
That looks so cool.
yeah.
So anyway, what I was saying is I didn't even intend to go to junior prom, but then I ended up going because one of my friends said, hey, we're all gonna go. I'm like, okay, fine. I had to get a tux like a week before.
Wait, you wore a tux?
Well, no, not really a tux, more like you know what I mean.
I wore tails.
I've never worn like a tux with a bow tie or anything. I've never done that before.
It's pretty intense, truthfully. It's not bad. Look, you look good. It's just like,
You know what? I'll be honest. Oh no, that song wasn't at our. No, that song came out after we graduated high school.
On.
I was thinking because I was thinking about Suit and Ties. Guess what song I was thinking about?
Oh God.
Suit and Tie by Jay-Z and
Yeah.
JT. Not you, JT, but
Nah, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake. As long as I got my suit and tie. That is a pretty good dance song. Can we all admit that?
Yeah. Yeah. Jay-Z's great. Let's just put it that way.
Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake.
And me.
Congratulations. How's it feel to be involved in this circle?
Feel pretty special, not gonna lie.
You special.
Yes. I actually I mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but what do you got?
Yeah, but yeah, Justin, you got any interest in prom stories that I could remember and either call you out and say that didn't happen or that did happen?
Not that I remember.
I have one. I actually have two more. Actually, maybe one more. I forgot. So, my senior prom, I had a date. Actually, this is a 2-part story. Actually, take that back.
Ooh, 2 parts are fun.
So my junior prom, I actually went by myself. I went stag. I went totally by myself. I just went to have a good time, and it was great. We had a blast. It was very. It was a lot of fun. That night it was very. I have a lot of good memories. I also have a lot of like strange memories. Whatever. That's
Everybody has weird prom memories.
Everyone does, but I'm not going to tell it on air, so don't worry about it. But
it's not out of disrespect for our lovely listeners. It's just more out of the less you know, the less you perjure yourself in case you have to get subpoenaed.
Exactly.
In case you get subpoenaed.
So, yeah. So hear me out for a second. That was part one. I went stag. I went by myself. The fearless host of the Super Review Show, which was just starting that year, by the way, in its infancy, the fearless host went by himself to prom his junior year, but his senior year is a little bit of backstory. My, what do you call it? My, senior year of high school, and I'm not gonna give out names, but this girl is really awesome. She's incredible. I actually have a deep respect for her as well, and I applaud her for going to the prom with me.
Call her Becca for fake reasons.
I won't give out her last name because she actually works for the government now, but her name's Maria.
How do you solve a problem like her?
Thanks, Bill.
No. You got the reference, didn't you?
Of course. No, not West Side Story. I forget what it was.
Not Sound of Music.
Sound of Music. Sorry, it was somewhere in the 60s. Anyways, Maria made a deal with me. She said, "Hey, if you don't have a date for your senior prom, I'll go with you." I said, "Oh, okay." And I kept that in the back of my head the whole time. So I didn't really have to do like a promposal thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I did a promposal. We'll talk about that in a moment if you want.
We'll talk about that in a second. Yeah. I didn't have to do that because I was like, oh, I guess I'm going Maria, because Maria is a gorgeous woman. She's incredibly awesome. And I was very lucky to go with her. But no, we had a blast. We had a total awesome time. Everyone was like, dude, how did you, this sounds really like stereotypical for high school. Dude, how did you manage to go with her? It's like, I said, we're just friends. So, whatever. Besides the point though. But no, she's great. We had a blast, so it was awesome. But Bill wants to share his story. Go ahead, bud.
Okay. Well, here's my story, folks. Here's my story. Junior year, I just went with a group of friends. This gentleman over there included.
Yeah. Not me, Justin.
And it was fun. And I gotta tell an interesting story about my junior prom, and then I'll tell the one that people really want to know, the senior prom. Don't worry, it's PG, I promise.
I have no doubt.
By the way, I never had a senior prom. It was just my junior prom. We had senior trip instead, so I'm just gonna put that out there.
It was just It was just a night of us. Hey, Justin, you there? I think he's asleep.
Oh no.
It's just, well, this is a first on the Super Review Show.
We're sorry to all of our listeners and viewers out there that Justin fell asleep. But go on, Bill.
I'll wake up eventually.
But it was a night of good, wholesome fun. Anyway, so junior prom story first. I'm kind of laughing at this, but I really shouldn't. There was a guy who used to be in our friend group, and he was kind of, I'm not going to give away any names, and I'm going to give you the short version. Let's just say we no longer associate with this person anymore, for reasons I will not get into on here. But if you want to know off camera, JT and Ali, I will gladly tell you.
Of course. But
anyway, like, he wanted us to stay together as a group. Ooh, this ties into another song that could be played at prom. He wanted us to stay together as a group all night long.
Man, Richie.
Because you're partying.
All night long?
All night long. That would have been perfect. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen. Yeah. The first church of Bill, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, because, I don't want to say I was Mr. Popular, but people knew me. People liked me.
Everyone loves Bill. There's no denying it.
Coming soon to TV, to CBS this fall. Everyone loves Bill.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we wrote it ourselves because of the writer's strike. So we can't promise it's going to be good, but we can promise it exists. Anyway, okay, I'm sorry. Okay. But anyway, everyone and their mothers is trying to take a picture with me. And especially this girl that I liked at the time. Not going to give away her name or anything. And he just kept grabbing me away. Go, no, you got to stay with us the whole night. And I'm like, okay, but yeah, that was a fun night. But now the moment you've all been waiting for.
Drum roll, please.
What is it?
Okay, my senior prom. JT briefly mentioned a promposal. You know who also did a prom? Who did a promposal?
Who?
This guy.
Bill did it.
Yeah. Did it succeed? I'll tell you. There was this girl when I was in high school who, she was really cool. She was just really, really cool. And I really wanted to ask her to prom. I really did. She was into baseball. I was into baseball. This girl, let's call her Sarah. Okay? We'll call her Sarah. Not real name, but we'll call her Sarah. So Sarah, just like me, was a big baseball fan. And if all of you know me by now, you know what team I root for. Yeah, it's the team in the Bronx, Allie. I had to take one jab at Allie being a Met fan.
That was your one jab of the night.
That's my one jab of the night. Anyway, so I knew what I wanted to do, of how I wanted to ask her. I had a baseball, and I wrote prom ? And I didn't, and I wanted to give it to her. And let's say, okay, so I don't see her for a week or so. And that ball was sitting in my backpack. That ball was sitting in my backpack for a week or so. I don't remember, but it was sitting there. And then one day I see her and I'm like, do I do it now? Or in the immortal words of John Bon Jovi, It's my life. It's now or never.
You ain't gonna live forever, bud.
So hey, I said, hey, Sarah, I got to give you something. And I gave her the ball. Unfortunately, she said, "This is so sweet, but I'm going with someone." And it upset me a little bit. And I just want to say, Sarah, if you're watching, you know who you are. You know who you are. I just want to say 11 years later, no hard feelings, no animosity. But I will say this, and this next part's pretty cool. So the guy she was going with, let's call him Mike. Again, fake name. I was in gym class and I was with him and we would talk about prom and he said, "Listen, Bill, I know you asked Sarah out." And I'm like, and he puts his hand on my shoulder and I'm thinking I'm going to get my you-know-what kick today.
Uh-oh.
But you know what? He goes, "Bill." I'm like, oh, crap, here it comes. And I remember looking at one of my friends behind me, go, "Buddy, it was nice knowing you." And then this guy goes, and Mike goes, "Bill, I'm sorry." I'm like, wait, come on. Can we at least do this outside? Wait, what? And he goes, "I'm sorry. If I knew you were going to ask Sarah, I wouldn't have asked her."
Aw.
So, Mike, if you're watching, you know who you are too. I hope you know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
No hard feelings, but I applaud you for being a stand-up dude. I really do. I applaud you for being a stand-up guy. Yeah, so that's my prom story. And any questions, comments, concerns?
No.
None of the above.
Yeah, but if we could go back to prom music, I just thought of the perfect slow dance song, and this was a slow dance at my prom. By the way, I went with that same group of friends, including this gentleman who's no longer on camera.
Yeah, he fell asleep.
Oh, I did realize what his name means if you change the CH to a BR.
Brad Majors. Oh, yes.
Thanks, Justin.
Anyway, and this was at "You're Beautiful" by James Blunt. That's a good slow dance song.
It's actually pretty good.
What song?
"You're Beautiful" by James Blunt.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good one. I there's a couple of, just going back to them for a second. There's a couple that I actually thought of. That were not very it's a couple. I mean, Bill and I have talked about songs that should not be played at weddings and whatnot, but I will say this. I mean, I think this is a great song. And I wish that more people knew about it than they already do. But "Wonderful Tonight" by Eric Clapton. It's such like a it's literally the older version of "Perfect" by Ed Sheeran.
You know what? Once you think about it, the songs kind of sounds a little similar.
I think that they're the same chords. They're still G, C, D, E minor, the same chords the whole way through. So I don't know if you knew that, but that's.
Is it the famous 4 chords for pop songs?
Yeah, that's literally all it is. But it depends on how you play it. So, but this is a really good one, and I feel like if you're out there listening to us and you're looking for another slow dance song aside from Ed Sheeran, aside from One Direction's, if they have any slow songs, I forget, try "Wonderful Tonight" by Eric Clapton. It's a really solid, slow dance song. Really, that's all it is. So I do recommend it personally. So, any other slow dance songs? Anything, guys?
What about the "Everything I Do" song by Bryan Adams?
Oh, "Everything I Do, I Do for You."
Yes.
Everything. If I can type it, everything.
It's very 80-ish, but you know.
It's from it's actually, believe it, it's from 1991.
Oh, 91.
Yeah. So,
Made for the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves soundtrack.
Welcome back.
And by the way, and call off Christmas.
Yes.
This is a good one.
Really, because this is the one that Brian Adams had to apologize over.
Yeah,
Mm.
ironically enough, but it's I love it. I've seen like I'm not gonna go off on my Brian Adams tangents, but
We know you're seeing him in concert.
again, I know.
Really?
Yeah, he's coming to the area in June, the night before Ed Sheeran. We're gonna
Oh,
be
God.
wiped. 2 separate venues, 2 separate days. We're gonna be tired.
Brian Adams woke me up. Look.
Waking up the
He
neighbor.
woke me up.
He listen. Just really quick. I know. I've said this before. I'll say it again. Brian Adams to me is a great artist in general. He's a really solid writer, solid singer, you name it. He still put that music pretty consistently. He never really had a big like moment, if you will, but I will say this: if you're looking for a solid like 6-minute prom song, this is a good one to go to.
I think there's another one I want to add.
Don't tell me it's not worth fighting for, JT.
I mean, we have some stingers here.
We do have some stingers here.
We do, Allie. What do you got?
Oh boy.
I mean, it is every breath you take,
No.
every move you make.
No.
Bad touch.
No.
It's unfortunate, but it is still played in some proms.
Yeah, if you remember when we were talking about songs you shouldn't play at weddings, that was like on our list right there.
Yep.
Every breath you take. Yeah.
If you want the short version, it's a stalker song.
It's about a breakup too. It's post breakup and you're stalking at your ex.
Thanks, stranger. Thanks for playing that.
Like literally just take out all the music to that. Hold on a second.
You break every step you take.
I'll be watching you.
Yeah, I will be watching you. Oh, can't you see you belong to me?
That doesn't sound problematic at all, doesn't it?
Not at all, right?
That doesn't sound problematic at all.
It's just
Ultimate song, according to the NPR.
What was that?
It's an ultimate song, according to the NPR in 2007.
NPR called it the ultimate song in 2007.
God bless the NPR.
Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
We like you, NPR, on most days.
On most days.
But there are days we don't like you.
I'm gonna one up you.
Okay, two up me then. All right, bro. One up me.
All for Love by Bryan Adams, Rod Stewart, and Sting.
I've never heard this song.
This song is just, it was written for a movie called Three Musketeers. It was a number one hit, and it was written by all
I know
three of
this
them.
song.
So
Yeah, this one's somehow even mushier than the first one.
I never liked Bryan Adams' hair in the 90s. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, you don't have to apologize here.
And he definitely had that 90s hairstyle. I was like, look at me, I'm Bryan Adams.
Bryan Adams.
Oh my god, he's underrated. What? We've talked about that before. I don't know. That's a good one. Anything else we want to touch on?
Okay, what other ones could we touch on here?
I mean, we definitely covered a lot. I mean, we definitely covered all the line dancing stuff people do at prom.
We did. We covered a lot. Do you guys want to touch on? I know Allie and I were discussing this, and forgive us, Bill and Justin, for not mentioning this ahead of time. We did talk about as the title of this podcast suggests, we're talking about movies and TV shows. I have 2 movies. Well, really, yeah, just 2 movies for me personally, and just 1 or 2 TV episodes. That's really all I got. If you guys want to chime in on them, you can. So,
Okay, let's see what you got. Because I wish someone would have told me.
yeah. So we for those you know,
We'll just go. We'll just do it as we go along.
that's fine. All right, and then if any ideas are crew, let us know. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. High School Musical.
Seriously.
I mean, to be honest, they only did a prom thing in their 3rd movie.
High School Musical 3.
Yes.
Okay. I have to say it. If
It
I
sucks.
don't say it, someone else will. And Justin, you're going to help me here.
Let me guess. High School Musical is overrated and it sucks.
You couldn't escape this even if you tried. And Justin,
We've tried.
we tried. We tried. We tried.
I
Yeah,
saw
we
this
didn't.
in theaters.
Unfortunately, we didn't succeed.
It's a cult classic.
Is it really a cult classic?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, emphasis on the word cult. Oh, I'm so kidding. So kidding. Do not attack me. If you want to call to complain,
Call 1-800.
100 got Bill.
Located in the Buffalo Bills Stadium.
Yes, I lived at the
remember,
Buffalo Bills
Don't
Stadium.
call
My New York.
1-900 got Bill. That's a completely different number.
Call both of them. You'll get them. But as your dad says, it's always
You'll be
busy.
pleasantly
People must call to
surprised by the
complain.
difference.
Bill, have you considered changing your voicemail on your phone? Just to say, hi, this is Bill from the Super Review Show here. I can't come to the phone right now. Please leave the message after the beep.
JT, you're giving me ideas.
You're welcome.
This
Okay.
voicemail has been super reviewed.
This
Have a good day. And your voicemail has been super reviewed.
I should do that. And plus, my ringtone is Frasier. So, oh my god. Anyways,
Okay, anyway. High school. Okay, let's talk about this.
yeah, High School Musical 3, guys. Senior
Unfortunately, I
year.
don't have any alcohol on me, so let's
That's okay.
continue.
But you know
high-
what? I can say something very proudly.
What do you got?
I did not see this one.
Oh,
I
good
didn't
for
see it
you.
either.
It's been forever. But they did a whole dance number about going to prom. It's a night to remember that they'll never forget. Somehow it was choreographed into their big senior musical.
And yet, this movie is probably something we want to forget.
Eh. But you know what's something that you guys should watch?
What?
Based off a Broadway show. It's called The Prom.
Oh, I've heard of it.
It's when a bunch of celebrities go to like a school in Indiana because one of the school boards banned like a senior junior class from hosting a prom because of two women wanting to go together.
Yeah, and that's on Netflix, I think, right?
It is.
I do remember seeing a number with that from I want to say it was like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Oh yeah,
Yep.
I remember that. And everyone and all the Karens were freaking out.
The Karens.
Because think of the children.
And your point is, seeing two women kiss.
Expose them to that.
What do you want to see? I'll be honest, I think you could do worse than seeing two women kiss.
Yeah, you could do a lot worse.
But that's definitely one prom movie you should watch. I mean, I hate to say another one that's kind of like High School Musical, Grease.
Ugh.
Yes, they had their prom recorded live on television.
No, I don't think it was a prom.
It was sort of like a promish thing.
Okay, so we're counting it.
You stole my pick.
Good, you can talk it now.
I want to share my thoughts on this.
Okay,
Go
so
share
you're-
your thoughts on this, okay? We swiped right. Let's move it along.
We swiped right. Anyways, I digress. I love this movie. I think it's actually a great end of the school year movie. Truthfully, I know Bill hates it, but I think it's great. And plus, rest in peace, Olivia Newton-John.
Yes.
I'm sure John.
A
Travolta-
beautiful and talented actress. May she rest in peace.
Except
Yes.
the weirdest thing is like with this movie, how come everybody's in like their late 20s, early 30s?
Like
Playing
they
high
looked at-
school.
Dawson casting.
Maybe it was.
They got chills that are multiplying.
You can't deny the soundtrack is great though.
Yeah, because
Oh yeah.
JT, Grease is the word.
Grease
It's a
is the word,
time.
though.
It's a place. It's the motion. Grease is the way we are feeling. And we're born to hand jive.
Oh yeah, you ain't nothing but a hound
Baby.
dog.
I don't know how to do it, but I'm trying.
You know what? I'm about to say something I never thought I'd say.
What?
I am saying this at 8:54 p.m. on today, May 18th, in this year of our Lord 2023, I think maybe I should give Grease another shot.
Just accept it for what it is, and then you won't hate
Look
it.
at you. Hold your head high. Take a deep breath and sigh. Goodbye, Sandra D.
I'm gonna give this another watch.
Listen, don't worry. You're sooner or later you'll have that summer loving feel. Don't worry. Summer loving.
All right,
That's
how much
amazing.
alcohol do we gotta drink to get through this?
Not a lot. Probably like
By the
2
way, comment below if you want to see
I'm gonna
these three
stop
gentlemen
everything.
watch Grease and do a live reaction to it.
Coming soon, Grease movie commentary.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
I'll be
going to
honest,
be
listen.
Nope.
Justin will get this joke. Justin will totally get this joke.
Uh-oh.
I'm leaving.
I will be
In Fiji.
In Fiji.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bill, how are you gonna get there?
That is an inside joke between Justin and I.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
One of our better ones, wouldn't you say, Justin?
You have no idea how deep this runs.
We'll tell you off camera.
Yeah.
We'll tell you guys off camera. Justin, it's that feeling of superiority when we tell a joke and they don't get it. It's kind of that feeling of superiority, like, yeah. But anyway,
But yeah.
anyway,
Anything else for Grease?
I'm gonna give it another view, and you know what the advantage is? I watched it when I was in middle school, but now I could watch it as an adult. So guess what that means?
You might as well also watch the prequel as well.
What, Grease 2?
No, Rise of the Pink Ladies. It's on Paramount Plus. Go see it.
I'm watching Grease 2. Okay, don't torture me that much.
Oh, Grease too. Okay, nobody cares about Michelle Pfeiffer.
I care about her as Catwoman.
That's another story.
Okay.
Any other prom movies or shows about it?
I can really only think of like two that I have seen episodes of television.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, here's you ready. First one, I don't remember the name of the episode, but it's the SpongeBob one.
Mm.
Oh, it's the chaperone. Here I am, the prom expert, to talk about this. This is
But
when Pearl needed a date for prom, and Pearl's daddy, Mr. Krabs, we don't know how that happened, but it happened, gave SpongeBob, told Pearl to take SpongeBob to prom, and SpongeBob tries to do whatever he can to help Pearl have the best prom ever, and he keeps messing it up for her. So forth and so forth. He cries about it. And they pretty much wreck the rest of prom. Long story short.
Just begs the question, though. How old is SpongeBob?
He's 1 year younger than me.
No.
You gotta look it up online. We already know how old he is if you look at his driver's license in an episode. That he got in a dream.
Okay, we'll do it another time, but yeah.
Well,
So my next question is, should he be on the list?
oh, that list.
What was?
The list.
Mm.
Oh God.
The list you definitely don't want to be on, especially when you're around schools.
Mm.
I'm on that.
Okay, that escalated quickly.
Yep, a little bit.
What else we got, JT?
The only other one I could think of was Stranger Things, the ending of season 2?
2. It was more of a winter formal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I for some reason I thought of that.
Middle school.
Sorry about that.
But it still kind of counts in some ways. It's a big dance.
It was a big dance. It wasn't quite the prom, but it's still like, you know.
They played Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. They played Every Breath You Take by the
It's
Police.
the 80s.
What do you
Yeah.
expect?
Every
Now
step.
you're making me think of Wednesday as well when they did their big dance. And where you got the infamous TikTok dance. And
Yeah.
somehow, yes, we forgot to mention Carrie as a prom movie, but it's a horror prom movie.
I forgot to mention that.
I haven't seen it, so
But in the Wednesday movie, the people who hate the people like Wednesday, like the outsiders, like I don't know how to explain it, but just like people who don't fit into society, they try to prank their big dance by pulling off a Carrie sequence, and Wednesday got pissed off, saying they could not get pig's blood to do it. She would have been so much happier with pig's blood instead of paint.
Well,
Yeah.
I would agree with her on that. If you're gonna do a prank like that, you better have real pig's blood.
I agree.
you better do real pig's blood.
Carrie it all?
Yes. Creepy, psychotic. Don't pour pig's blood on people you think are gonna kill you.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the
yeah,
best way to say
that's goes without saying.
I think we covered a lot, guys.
Oh yeah.
We did good.
For a topic we were a little bit skeptical on, we've gone for over an hour. So
But hey, we did it.
yeah.
And we talked about all of our stories about prom.
Oh yeah.
So, Allie, why didn't you have a senior prom?
We never had it. It was never a thing for us. It was only junior. It was junior prom, senior trip.
Oh, I see.
And I think I want to end it on one more song.
What?
I honestly, first off, I do not like this guy, but because of The Office, I've been waiting my whole life for this one night. You, Me on the Dance Floor, Forever by Chris Brown.
Ugh.
I know. I only like this song because of The Office, okay? But it's still a good prom song.
We still don't like you, Chris Brown.
We never will. We like the song. We don't like you.
Yeah. Do you want me to end it on a different note? Because we all hate Chris
let's
Brown.
end on a
Yes,
different
let's
note.
end it on a happy note.
All right, really quick. So, anyways, if we're talking about songs really quick, my dad because I told my dad my topic tonight. He's like, "Oh, don't forget to mention Never Say Goodbye by Bon Jovi."
Ooh.
This one is actually the last single on Bon Jovi's Slippery When Wet, and in the lyrics the lyrics depict a high school prom night gone wrong between two lovers who love each other.
Oh wow.
So I think it's a good one to close out the night. But it's like, what is it? What is the lyrics? Well, I can just look. There's Google right in front of me. Hold on a sec. As I sit in the
I'm reading
smoky
it.
room, the night about to end, I pass my time with strangers, but this bottle's my only friend. Remember when we used to park on Butler Street out in the dark? Remember when you lost the keys and you lost more than that in my back seat, baby? Remember how we used to talk about busting out? We break their hearts together forever. Never say goodbye. Never say goodbye. You and me and my old friends, hoping it would never end. Say goodbye. Never say goodbye. Holding on, we've got to try. Holding on to never say goodbye. Remember the days of skipping school, racing cars, and being cool. With a 6-pack on the radio, we didn't need no place to go. Remember at the prom that night, you and me, we had a fight, but the band, they played our favorite song. I held you in my arms so strong. We danced so close, we danced so slow, and I swore I'd never let you go. Together forever. Never say goodbye, never say goodbye. And then what is it? Holding on, we've got to try holding on to never say goodbye. Oh, and I guess you'd say we used to talk about busting out. We break their hearts together forever. Never say goodbye, never say goodbye. You and me and my old friends, hoping it would never end. Say goodbye, say goodbye. Hold on, we got to try to never say goodbye. Never say goodbye.
Yeah.
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 That's your high school prom song in the 80s thing right there. So
Okay, I'm going to one up you from something from either the 90s or the 2000s.
What?
That song, "Dama, all the times we've had together."
Ew, I hate that song. Graduation by Vitamin C.
Yes.
Overrated. It's played like at everything. Like every graduation, they always play that song, and I'm like, this is stupid.
Isn't that kind of the point?
Weren't we trying to end on a good note tonight, guys?
Okay, fine. Let's end it on
No,
a good.
I'm messing with it. But
By the way, we had a poll out there, so
yeah. So all right, let me. All right, that's
we
gonna
had
do
a
for
poll?
our. That's gonna do for our topics though, on what we want to talk about. But I will say this: the poll just ended, and apparently, by the looks of it, the J-Man won because the question was
you're
who.
technically the mixed bag prom monarch.
Yes, it says who deserves to be crowned mixed bag prom monarch? Bill, JT, Allen. Sorry, Allie. I'm losing sleep. Allie or Justin, and Bill got a vote, and 3 people voted for me, which I'm surprised at. So
I wonder who that one person who voted for me was.
I honestly have no idea.
You
I
think
can't
it-
tell.
I wonder if it was.
You vote for yourself.
No, I didn't even
I
know
don't know.
about this till about 5 seconds ago.
I didn't vote for it either. So
I wonder if it was Dr. Matt Hemsley.
Matt
Absolutely. You should have voted for me.
oh my god.
But congratulations, JT, on being the prom mixed bag prom monarch of 2020.
Congratulations.
I feel pretty good about this, guys. Pretty happy about this one. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us, guys. I want to thank Allie and Justin for coming on as always. And I did this to Justin in person, and I know I haven't seen you yet in person, but I dub you.
You
official
did this
member.
already a few weeks ago.
Yeah, you
Well,
did that.
Yeah, you did that last week.
I'm
This is
doing it
like
again.
the 4th time you united me now.
All right. Well, I enjoy knighting people for whatever reason, so it's okay.
Just raise your right hand and say "I," and then we're good.
Aye. Raise your right hand.
But I'm a lefty.
But I'm a left.
So am I.
Oh God. That's gonna do it for us, guys. I want to thank the 2, Allie, Justin, and Bill for joining me as always. And before I forget, I know I should have said this at the top of the show, but we the best podcast
We
ever.
did already. We mentioned it.
I am losing sleep as we speak.
And also,
Yes,
JT,
Bill.
you're not going to be here next week, right?
Oh, so yes,
We're taking over next week.
yes.
Justin and I are taking over next week.
There's a
3 of us are
takeover.
taking over.
There's a 3-way. Sorry, that came out wrong. There's a takeover happening next week. Between Bill, Justin, and Allie. I will not be here next week. I'm going to see one of the best crappy punk rock bands since 1992 itself, Blink-182. Make sure you follow us on our social media accounts as well too. So I'll be posting on their stories and footage and on our social media pages as well. So you guys can check that out as well. But thanks so much for watching, listening. However you enjoyed us tonight, and we hope you enjoy this promposal podcast for you tonight. So, anyways, for all of us here at the Super Review Show, don't forget to check out Bill's whatever this
Sports
is.
Insanity podcast on the Sports Insanity Network. Check us out right now.
Yes, there you go. And I want to, but yeah. So for all of us here at the Super Review Show, stay safe, take care,
Take care and be